Mandy today. We're going to do 5 exercises at the bar. This is my bar in these times that we find ourselves in at the moment. You're going to need a fairly high-backed chair, preferably something nice and stable, but we're going to basically move it from one side to the other, so not too heavy. Also, you don't want to be relying on it too much, but you do need something there. In terms of space-wise, you're going to need to be able to swing your leg forwards and back and out to the side, on both sides when you're moving your bar from side to side. Or you might be sort of in the kitchen worktop or something, but yeah, easiest way is for me to carry on facing there and do it that way. You do need some level of ballet experience, more for terminology more than anything else. I will take you through a little bit of a warm-up, but basically we're going to do some pliés, some tendus, some rond de jambe, some fondu, and finishing off with grand battement and a nice stretch. Hopefully you will enjoy. Please feel free to give us some feedback. So let's just start nice and parallel with those feet. So we're going to find our natural turnout. So the feet are absolutely in line and sort of just outside the edge of my hips apart. I'm going to pitch my weight forwards onto the balls of my feet and just bring my heels together and then release back to a parallel position. Oh, the other thing to mention, depending on what sort of surface you're working on. So I've got socks on, but socks on this floor were a little bit slippery, which I want to be able to move my leg around. But I've just taken my heels out to just get that bit of grip as well for some of the things. So just be a little bit careful with how you are on your feet as well. So back to our natural turnout. So the feet are wide and parallel. You're going to lift the heels up, turn the legs out all the way in the hip socket, and then release. So we're switching on those natural intrinsic turnout muscles, as opposed to what generally happens is pinning the toes back too much and letting those ankles collapse. And you also want your bar, if you can be, to be on your weaker side for your standing leg to start with, because we're going to mark the exercises through. So we're effectively going to do it twice on this side. So from there, bring those heels together, hold that there, just take a tiniest little rise and lower, preferably without the bar. Think about lengthening the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, sending the tailbone down, just let those arms hang. I'm trying to keep my heels together at the moment, so it's waking up pelvic floor, turnout muscles, gluteal fold, and we want to try and hold that there all the time as we're in class. So let's release the parallel. Let's just take a nice roll down from here. So the head goes up and over, so mobilising the spine, getting us into mode, noticing that your leggings are all grubby, and then hang all the way down, knees are soft, nodding the head, and then rolling back up through the spine, pitching that weight forwards again and staying in parallel, but coming to a really nice strong rise and balance. Find your centre. We're going to balance at the end of every exercise, so we want to get our mindset in the right place. Let's take one more roll down, chin onto the chest, pelvis in neutral, knees are soft, breathe in, most importantly breathe. Nice and deeply. And then unravelling, shoulders rolling back, and then let's bring our legs into first position. So pliés are going to be like this. We're going to take 2 demi-pliés. Taking the arms, do whatever you like with your arms. I tend to take a breathe arm and then take the arm out to second, it doesn't really matter. Followed by a full plié. I've taken a reverse port de bras, and then followed by a beautiful, great big forward bend. Because this chair is quite high, I haven't left my hand up there because it's going to distort my shoulder. Just letting that arm relax, hands above the head, coming all the way back up, little back bend, and then into a strong full rise and balance. So we're going to repeat that sequence in first, as we've just done it, in second, 2 demis, 1 full plie, towards the bar, away from the bar, Rise and balance with those elbows on top, lowering the heels. Bringing the legs round to fourth open, which is your heels in line, not quite as crossed over as fourth crossed, funnily enough. 2 demi-pliés, keeping those heels down. A full plie, keeping your weight in the middle. A circular upper body port de bras, really relaxed, just that upper body. Taking it into a rise and a balance, arms maybe third arabesque, maybe a second arabesque, doesn't matter. Point that foot, take it round to the back. This time it's fourth crossed, so toes and heels in line with each other. 2 demis, much more difficult this one. Keeping those knees over the toes. This time a full circular port de bras. I'm having to hang on a little bit. You might hear me moaning and groaning a little bit on that one. Pointing that back foot, coming all the way around, finishing off in fifth, pretty much same as first. 2 demis, full plie all the way down. This time we're going to take the back leg back, make sure you've got room for this, into a nice long lunge. Back leg is straight, the back heel is down, hips and shoulders square to your front, both arms off, go over your front thigh, lift the chest up and back, pin the arms back. Let's this time come up into a nice third arabesque with that leg off, and then we'll close that leg behind and come up into a fifth with the feet together for our balance. Good job. I'm going to play some music, but it's going to be quite a low level, just to keep us in pace more than anything. So here we go, starting in first position, probably an 8 count intro. Just going to take a breather on. 7 and 8 and demi. And another one. Heels stay down for this, full plie. Go through that demi-plie. Forwards port de bras. Lengthen. And rise and balance and hold and second demi. Only halfway, remember, full plie. Any arms you like, watch the symmetry here. Up and over towards the bar. And the other way. Breathing, rise. Elbows on top, nice curved arms. Fourth open. And full plie. Upper body circular port de bras. Breathe, relax. And lengthening those arms away, nice strong rise. And to the back. Full plie. All the way forwards. All the way round and back. And another rise. Going to lower. Bring that leg round, close in fifth. I'm just going to pause the music because it finishes there. For demi, hands straight. And demi, opening out, full plie. I'm going to take a reverse port de bras. Heels down and up. Big lunge out behind you. Chest over the thighs. Arms above the head. Going all the way back. Pin those arms back. Come up into that beautiful third arabesque. I'm going to go this way just because I know the camera angle is there. So I've lifted that leg off at the back, holding that there. Beautiful turn out, shoulders relaxed. I'm going to come up into my rise. Bring that leg behind. Tops of the thighs nice and close together. And lowering. There we go. Good job. We're going to swap our bar round to the other side. Here we go. No, we don't. And 2 demis. Lifting the ribcage off of the hips. Forwards, port de bras all the way. And rise, balance and hold. Second demi. Full plie. Nice and wide with those legs. Over towards the bar, really sideways on. Up and over the other way. And whoops, we nearly forgot. Rise. And fourth open. Full plie. Keep the weight in the middle. These are tough. Upper body circular port de bras. Rise and balance and to the back. Allow yourself to just catch up. Full plie. Keep those knees over the toes and forwards. And all the way around. Relax, breathe, don't fight it. Pointing, bring round to the front for fifth and demi. And straighten and demi. And there, full plie down. And taking the leg out behind, slide it back. Big wide lunge, come over that thigh. Relax your head. Going all the way up and back, pin those arms back. Up into a beautiful third arabesque. Holding that there. Hips and shoulders square. Come up into a rise, scoop that leg up behind, arms in fifth. Hold, 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 hold. This is the easiest one of all of our balances. And lowering, finishing off. Well done. Good job. So moving on to tondus. So tondus and then glees.